Good morning. Today I'm here to say thank you for all of those who joined us into our Facebook page, our normal network, and also into our website www.ournormalnetwork.com. Today we are here to give you some few elements that we already passed through to it in this year 2014. And we are here also to wish you a wonderful and great New Year 2015. Let me start about immigration. In 2014, only in Africa Africa has lost more than 3,100 individuals, men and women including children. And the majority of those 3,100 individuals who died, the most of those are children and women. And we will also like to send a message to Africa, to the African leaders, to think about these problems. All the 2014, we did not see the African leaders try to help the European countries to stop these problems. But we already see some countries in Africa, I'm not going to mention a name of the country, but they are coming to Europe, signing papers, to get money, and deport those immigrants who already risked their life through to the desert and also to the Mediterranean Sea. And imagine you are the only one who forced them to go out into their places in Africa. It is shameful, really. And I think Africans have to start thinking positively. We Africans, we have to start thinking positively because we believe in that in Africa is always a problem. And we have to believe and try to think positive. When we try to think positive, we will receive a thought, a positive thought. And with those positive thoughts, when we try to work on those, we will change Africa together. But please, we want you the African leaders, to help and promote education and help the young generation to get more education. We don't want you to lead our countries without giving us education, because only education we will be able to build a country with you together. You don't have to leave us uneducated to lead the country for us. And we want you also to give us, as Africans, a free voices, so we can talk whatever we want, we can do whatever we want, and we can move also. We should be equal with everyone else, like the Western countries. Second, I'm going to the world leaders. This year, the world has received 50 million refugees around the world. That 50 million can be also a continent. And I would like to send a message, and also I would like to ask the world leaders, what about when the entire world put their hands together and try to stop those violence in those countries, like Iraq, Afghanistan, and also Syria? And the majority of those 50 million immigrants are children and women. They are innocent. So I think the world should work on that case. Example, in Malta, the Maltese government are doing their best to help immigrants, providing education. It's true that we need the African immigrant or the immigrant in general in Malta need more education, but they are trying. This year has a lot of things has changed. But we would like to address the European Union also to help Malta in that case. Malta is a small country, but they do receive thousands of immigrants each year, and they manage to keep those immigrants, each person in his place. I never ever seen an immigrant who sleep in the street in Malta, but I have seen it in Italy and different countries in Europe. And I think it's the time that the European Union tried to help also Malta. And let me go back to the world leaders. Those small groups that creating problem in Syria and also Iraq or Afghanistan or Nigeria to Somalia. But I think when the entire world try to put their hands together and fight together, these things will stop. My wish in 2015 is to get a peaceful year. My wish in 2015 is to see everyone, all the majority of those refugees go back to their own places, or their own places get back peace. And let me go to the Bible. The Bible says, Jesus said, wish your neighbor